football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Konate, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Looking for a runner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rijkaard. Azar. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Schick. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Quality ball. Looking to play him in. He can run onto that. That's really well cleared. Ukraine with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Chance! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
That's going wide left. Neymar. And this is Neymar. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's been cut out. Well played. Now it's Olise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Azar conjures time and space where few can. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, they could be caught out here. Can he get it through? If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Could move up a gear here. Knocks it into space. Zanetti kept his eye on it, and he's there. Azar. Now it's Azar. Azar cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now it's Schick. He won't be happy with that one. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Played into space. Konate gets over and intercepts. Looking for the run. There's the crossfield ball. Yamal has it in a wide position. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Ukraine have their second corner now. Shoots! And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Fernandez. Hazard has it out wide and in space. And here's Hazard. Here comes another cross. Cleared away. Fernandez. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That looks a good ball through. He's picked it. Olise! There it is! And we have liftoff. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
First breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Khan claims comfortably.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
There will be one
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. The end of the first 45. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Ukraine trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. That gets us going once more.
Ukraine really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, and the shot! And no mistake. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Ukraine restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Ball's out once more. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Shevchenko is flagged offside. He's got away. It's a good-looking delivery. Could be danger here. Crosses it at Schick. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Schick clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Saliba attempts a clearance. Rijkaard tries to clear. Payeer Emery gets a cross in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Fernandez. Now it's Hazard. Robertson. He's found a way through. Played in. Terrific effort. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Vinicius Junior. In by Vinicius Junior. There's the shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Threads one in. Robertson. Oh, easy pickings there. Finds himself. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. An exchange of stares, and here we go. And yes, it's there! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
And now he has two.
Substitution for Ukraine, number 14.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Madrid leading now.
Shevchenko.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away? Oh, played through for the wide man.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Number 17.
Messi.
Number 10. Maximum. Number 20.
Ukraine really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming. And the shots! Oh, good finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, then
Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And wow, he given that a right old hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Maguire. Oh, given away, and he shoots! Goal! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. An act of great generosity, accepted great... And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Ukraine.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
He's the shining light of Asian football in Europe, Peter. Son Heung-min. He likes to receive the ball on that left-hand side and then offer you many options with his direct running or cutting inside or just stretching defences. A player with a superb work ethic.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Puyol cuts out the pass. Hazard. Now it's Del Piero. Out towards the flank. Great vision. Ball in towards the middle. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Well, played right into his path. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Puyol defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rijkaard deals with that comfortably. Now that's well seen too. First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Vieira. Hazard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Takes a shot! Oh, it's come loose. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Spread it left, and he's quick to return it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Hazard. So much time and space here. Forced to go back. Chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, that's well spotted. Son Heung-min. Nicely weighted ball. Caught offside that time. Pass somewhat off target. Gattuso is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Half an hour played now. Son Heung-min. Donatoni is always scanning the pitch for targets. It's a promising position. Pato. Well, could be danger here. quality ball. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Donatoni. That is good. Takes a shot! There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He's gone for goal. That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Gattuso gathers from the goal kick, threads one in, and it's Azar.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's Azar!
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's played in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Hazard going forward.
Added time.
That is lovely. Hazard! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
So, temporary halt to the action. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point.
Ukraine really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now. Stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So right back into the action.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante for.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Milan are down to 10 men. Pretty loose pass, plays it through, and this is Son Heung-min. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Payeer plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That could spell it's Luis Suarez! Goal!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, it's great commitment.
Oh no, what has happened here? Not the most accurate pass. Cafu. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Nesta. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Throw it. In with the challenge. Ukraine still behind thanks to that solitary strike. And he's running through. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Can he get on the end of this?
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Zaire Emery, and this is Hazard, and the finish! That is good alertness. Gattuso, Milan are looking to break at pace. Your impression so far, Jim? Oh, what a mistake! Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vermaelen gets over and intercepts. Roberto Carlos. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, that's certainly more like it, and they can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know,
He's having a hit! Roberto Carlos, now he's off and running. Zanetti kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Hazard, Del Piero, and this is and the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Del Piero deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Gattuso, he's had it taken off him.
Substitution for Ukraine. Number 9, Adam. Number 13, Donatoni. Number 20,
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
number 15,
Yamal,
Alexandre Pato. Number 4,
yeah, he's fouled him there.
Striker. Coming on the
Well, you
field,
might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
17,
They're taking a moment to consider their options.
number 24, McAllister. Substitutions taking place.
That has ended up in no man's land.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Pops for safety. Now it's Son Heung-min. Mateus. in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And here's Messi. That has not gone well.
Such good technique.
Mateus is oh, good effort! Oh, good finish! We thought they were done, but never say never! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Now it's Messi.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
In by Messi. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. This looks promising. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. It's just beyond his reach. Corner then. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And it's been taken short, and he's been shifted off it. I think they're done. They are done. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running then. Ukraine have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
Lofted in. Can he get it through? Chance, surely! Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Hullet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Spread out to the left, and now the breakaway. McTominay. And here's Hullet. Zanetti just loves to go forward whenever he can. Cross to the back. Oh, good glide! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort. Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special. That ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
So, what can they make of this? Belling. Now it's McTominay. And he's lost his man here. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Zanetti. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's McTominay. And here's Hullet. Fernandez. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Hazard. Play cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well spotted.
Good chance here! Oh, it's a thumping hit. Cafu. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Deftly out wide. Now that's well seen too. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Hangs in a cross. Cannavaro struck first time. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Fernandez just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Diaz is herring after that one. Belling. And here's Messi. Robertson does well to get it back.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Rijkaard. Diaz in acres of space out wide. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Did he that because it had a decent chance of progressing?
Well timed, excellent interception. That has ended up in no man's land. Yamal. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. McTominay. Diaz making good progress. Can he get on the end of this? That's the throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Decent shot! It's fallen kindly here, and he's done it!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Ukraine have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And he shoots! Deftly away. It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Ukraine currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So straight into the second half.
Ukraine can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Ukraine have a free kick. Oh, he's taken it. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Bellingham. That's where it came from. That has not gone well. Now it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. Ukraine still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. That's really well manoeuvred. McTominay. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Aimed at the far side. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Somewhat off target.
Ukraine really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's picked his way through. Big chance! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. With the father of a boy in the green backpack kindly...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast, powerful, direct style of football that once shocked the world.
That's an imaginative pass. Can he get onto this? Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
No way through. Ambitious ball here. Ronaldinho gets into a good position. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Serginho. Konate kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Robertson looking for the run. Shevchenko. Costa Curta defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Shoot! And that is quite wonderful! A finish of true class!
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
So the First goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Pinches it off him.
Ukraine are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Real chance! And it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for options for movement. Oh, it's come loose. Oh no, this does not look good. Kачаю. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Can he get it through? Ukraine have... It's sick! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Ukraine with the corner, their first. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Good chance here! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Zaire Emery really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. That pass has been well intercepted. Schick. Here's a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Tries to pass it through. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Ukraine have themselves a chance from the spot. So, having trailed to lead. The comeback is complete. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Ukraine have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Schick. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Just past the 40th minute mark. No, that's been intercepted. Yamal. Schick. He's having a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Ukraine have their third corner. Oh, well played, well played. Chance for a shot! It is a fantastic goal! A finish right from the top draw! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Always goal side. Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This possibly the last play of the half. Shevchenko just eases him off the ball. Looking to play him in, and he was alert to it. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score.
Substitutions taking place.
And here is the first touch of the second half. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Berbatov. Yamal. Now it's Schick. He has found the way through. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Juve stood up well to him there. And it's Zanetti. Takes the shot! So their fourth quarter of the game. Oh, well played. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's picked his way through. So much time and space here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Schick. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Yamal's cross. It'll be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Ronaldinho. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Robertson gets over and intercepts. Looking for a runner. It's a promising position.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Fernandez. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Shevchenko! And over, just.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Hazard wins the duel this time. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Juve. Threads one in. Serginho. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Substitution for Ukraine. Number 14, Hazard. Number 11, Yamal. Number 20,
Zaire Emery.
number 26, Shevchenko.
Serginho.
Number 22,
He's a sharp little ball here.
coming on the field. Number 13.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Incoming to... He's rising! And there's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Serginho. Can he spark a counter here? And the pass is intercepted. Knocks it into space.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Rafael Leao. Ronaldinho. Mbappe. Tries to play it through. No, it's come to nothing. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rafael Leao. Now Mbappe. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Saint-Maximin. Header! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Ukraine really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Messi. Great vision. Oh, this is a great position. Rafael Leao, impressive jump. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Played it again. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So the winner's bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Chouameni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's...
Shevchenko! Oh, what has happened here? And he's following up! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
And we have our very first corner. Gives it back.
Yeah, probably the best option. It had to go back.
Throw it. Looking for options for movement, and he's managed to get free. Out again for a throw-in. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This to make it 1-0. Oh, crossbar! Konate makes the interception. Pass somewhat off target. That has not gone well. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe, there's the shot! Goal! Barcelona!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Ukraine are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, he's onto this. Good ball, good take. Now he's got space here. Looking for the run. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got away. Well read. And the danger is averted. Dani Olmo! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, shooting chance! Off the post. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Ukraine really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Yamal. Can he get it through? It looks a good ball through. He has found the way through. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Hazard deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Ukraine have their second corner now. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. Barcelona are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Takes a shot. Oh, good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll
Tries one from range! And for a moment, time stood still.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Looking tidy in possession here. And that has put paid to that. Neymar. Azar. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shevchenko gets flagged offside. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Not the most accurate pass. He's on it, can he get away? Daniel, real chance! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we.
часу додому, по полі я йшов, побачив тебе, мене ти закохала. Ти наче волошка, моя ти любов, ти душу хлопчини безжально так вкрала. Ти наче волошка, моя ти любов, ти душу хлопчини безжально так вкрала. Волошка польова, ти мавка чарівна, без тебе вже не милі мені ночі. Про тебе мрію я, для мене ти одна, без тебе жити більше вже не
Atmosphere
хочу.
building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere
Так
frenetic.
вабили очі твої,
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jeff Begley. Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Я втратив вже
Colour
зовсім
and passion
свій
just
розум
oozing
і
from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Я втратив вже
So
зовсім
away we go
свій
then.
розум і спокій.
So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this.
That wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Стала
Payeer, Emery.
росою в руках
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Тебе кожен день знов буду виглядати, досягну, повір, я своєї мети. Тебе кожен день
Rubenega.
знов буду
Oh, this is a
виглядати,
terrific run.
досягну,
It's into a good
повір,
position.
я своєї
Safely
мети.
in the keeper's hands. He is through here.
Волошка
Oh, he's managed to get himself
ти
offside.
мавка чарівна, без тебе вже не милі мені ночі. Про тебе думаю, для мене ти одна, без тебе
Might wanna be
жити
careful there.
більше я не хочу.
Tries to pass it through.
Волошка
That looks a good ball through.
ти мавка чарівна,
Shot!
без тебе вже не
Listen,
милі
the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making the presence felt. Here we are, early stages. He struck wood, and he looks hungry for more. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
вдарив град,
Ended up in no man's land.
військомат, а тепер на
Two
фронті
sides
більше
separated by the
ворогів.
game's
За
only
рідну
breakthrough
землю,
moments
за
to this
дітей,
point.
батьків.
1-0 the score.
Їх не злякає будь-яка орда.
a supply.
Ворог помре кожен, як прийде
Xavi
сюди.
Alonso.
Москалям не
Let's Figo.
пити українську кров. Дали
Knocks it into
вічні
space.
гроби, їдуть у розкол.
Pele gets
Воїни світла, воїни АТО, стали вже на захист, не пройде ніхто. Воїни АТО, воїни світла, сила України, міць наша елітна.
for a runner. It's a loose pass.
Вчаться воювати краще за усіх. Ворога стріляти — це ж воєнний гріх. Волю захищають на відсотків 100. Наші мужні й сильні воїни АТО. Тактику військову на відмінно знають. Час від часу терориста свинцем пригощають. Щоб не показати своє вміння в дії. Просять сепаратів їхать до Росії. Воїни світла, воїни АТО, стали вже на захист, не пройде ніхто. Воїни АТО, воїни світла, сила України, міць наша
Oh,
елітна.
that's fabulous. Yes, has been caught there. Foul.
Повномасштабка йде по всій країні. ЗСУ боронять її і
Well, not the
донині.
best way to
Більше
deal with it,
клятих
but
орків разом
the old
замкнемо.
threat of Payeer he's
Ті
clearly
бої
made him
безстрашні
feel
наші
a tad
ЗСУ.
uncomfortable.
Перемога буде однозначно наша. Стане на коліна, ляже клята раша. ЗСУ вже нищать їхні НПЗ. Відповідь триматиме москаль за усе. Воїни світла наші, ЗСУ нищать окупанта, ложать у траву. ЗСУ то сила, ЗСУ броня. Пропаде проклята руська москальня. Воїни світла, воїни АТО. Стали вже на захист, не пройде ніхто. Воїни АТО, воїни світла. Сила України, міць наша елітна.
Tidily. Vigo delivers.
Воїни світла,
Attempts at clearance.
наші ЗСУ.
Here's a shot. Not a bad try by any means.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter.
Пропаде
He's certainly
проклята
confident
руська
in smacking
москальня.
them from range.
And this is Pele. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Воїни світла наші, ЗСУ нищать окупанта, ложать у траву. ЗСУ то сила, ЗСУ броня. Пропаде проклята руська москальня.
Payeer has the chance to go the other way. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
ГУР працює, цілі десь шукає. Реактивні на них
They've been
дрони
denied a chance to
точно
develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Криму плавали,
felt that, hasn't he?
логістику
Threads one in. Kaká, can he get on the end of this? That's a simple one for the keeper. And that is put paid to that. Oh, good read. That was well played, well stopped. Ukraine can certainly afford to sink
So this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Casabia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Back in once more. Turan gets it away. It's
Тебе чекаю, я ти знай. Якщо душі нема спокою,
That's been
мене
drilled
кохана, ти
The referee has blown for
згадай.
half-time. Nothing to
Згадай
separate the two teams at
мене,
half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break.
під
All square.
спів птахів,
Well, gently, both had their
під
moments.
сонця
Well, it sets up a
ласку.
very entertaining second half.
Згадай ти
Who's going to make the
очі
first move,
ті
trying to win this, and how they might find a way to
ясні,
sustain good pressure?
кохання нашого, згадай ти
Each side with
казку.
one significant moment. Half-time, the score is
Згадай мене і в літню днину,
Zaire Emery. Now it's Eto. He can run onto that. Pelé, looking for the run. He's got away. Figo. Schmeichel claims comfortably.
Перемога вже настала, полягло на всі немало, полягло за нації.
Looking to be a menace in the final third.
Та сьогодні ми святкуєм, вже спокійні не психуєм, демобілізація.
Tries to play it through.
Та
Figo.
сьогодні ми
Figo
святкуєм,
delivers.
вже спокійні не психуєм, демобілізація.
Again, a brilliant save.
Повертаємось в домівки, хто до жінки, хто до дівки, зацвіла Катія. Вместо душу нашу гріє, серце з радості ніє.
Loose ball now, there's a chase on to retrieve it. Referee's given a throw.
Вместо душу нашу гріє, серце з радості ніє. Демобілізація.
Just about up to the hour now.
Москалів ми
what a ball.
подолали, захопити нас
Really
не
needed
дали,
to concentrate on
вибух
protecting the ball.
детонації.
Then again, he was being very closely marshaled.
Орків більше вже не буде, і солдати йдуть в люди. Демобілізація. Орків більше вже не буде, і солдати йдуть в люди. Демобілізація. Ми забудем за накази, за штурмі кулі і гази, за імпровізацію.
Ailing after that one. Casapia disappointing in the end there.
Вихідні будуть суботи,
He is going into that little black foot.
повернемось до роботи. Вихідні будуть суботи, демобілізація. Україна наша вільна, незалежна, самостійна і без профанації. Відбудуємо державу, всім героям нашим слава. Демобілізація. Відбудуємо державу, всім героям нашим слава. Демобілізація.
Coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Ibrahimovic. Pedri, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's getting hounded, really hounded. And he's being shifted off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Про тебе думаю,
Oh, there's a probing ball,
кохана,
and it's Roberto Carlos.
така далека і
And they've got a throw.
жадана. Про ніжний поцілунок твій,
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
про світ чарівних наших
Zanetti.
мрій.
Great vision.
Так хочу палко
And he shoots!
обійняти.
It's anyone's ball now.
Уста солодкі цілувати.
Takes aim and crosses. Well, that's been dealt with.
Кохаю тихо
You really are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic
Від
end to this game.
запаху твого зумліти.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Хоча не поруч, я далеко.
Lovely
Слова
pass, but can he
несуть
get there?
тобі
Cut short. Now it's Punic.
почуєш їх у своїх снах.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Осінь дуже ти
to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Забрала щастя
Ball's gone out of play.
наша мить. В душі моїй
Saw that.
відпали крила.
Ronaldinho.
У грудях серденько щемить.
Cleared without hesitation. He's had a shot!
Вночі з тобою
A real chance and a real let-off.
і щастя наше бережу. До тебе повернуся
Zaire Emery gets over and intercepts. Ronaldinho. And he's picked out the run. Thuram makes the interception.
Хоча не
Navarro.
поруч я
Made out to the left flank. He is just caressing the ball. McAllister. Ronaldinho.
почуєш їх
Cannavaro
у
cuts it out.
своїх снах.
And the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Сижу, сумую і здалося, що став я птахом підлетів. До твого мила я волосся, до рук твоїх, як я хотів. Присів на руку, в очі гляну, за мить таку все віддав. В очах твоїх я враз розтану, розтанув, тільки не пропав. Мене ти ніжно пригортала, сказала тихо відлітай. Тебе, мабуть, чекає пава, лети її пісні співай. Мене ти в тасі не впізнала, а я летіти не хотів. Аж раптом міцно обійняла, відкрити очі я не смів. Я не повірив, що ти дійсно прийшла й присіла на коліна. Тебе відчув і стало млісно, моя ти ластівко єдина. Мене ти ніжно пригортала, сказала тихо відлітай. Тебе, мабуть, чекає пава, лети її пісні співай. Мене ти в тасі не впізнала, а я летіти не хотів. Аж раптом міцно обійняла, відкрити очі я не зміг. Мене ти ніжно пригортала, сказала тихо відлітай. Тебе, мабуть, чекає пава, лети її пісні співай. Мене ти в тасі не впізнала, а я летіти не хотів. Аж раптом міцно обійняла, відкрити очі я не зміг.
Зелені чоловічки ступили в Україну, думали, злякають її доньку та сина, але прорахувались на злобу вони дня. Країна об'єдналась, немов одна рідня. Український вільний народ, з нашої землі відступив урод. Не зрозумієш, підем до боротьби, матері, доньки, батьки та сини. Дух не зламати, козацький такий. Україно, мати, бій наш важкий, відстоїмо вкотре разом нашу волю. Українці, патріоти, станемо до бою. Заплаче проклятий російський окупант, лизати буде рани, бо вже він не кат. Складе свою він зброю і скаже гудбай.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game of the passionate style demand.
Життя віддамо.
I'm Peter Tierney, and this is Teamplay Fun.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Дуже нелегкий наш історичний життя.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running.
For me, Peter, Albert Payeer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
Of course, he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its most glamorous members maybe, but definitely one of the most important.
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
A wonderful goal to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
He welcomes it in. He's shifting through the gears here.
Vinicius Junior clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Neymar. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Matches Cunha. Played towards the other side. And they're quick to get it back. Caceres.
Стою на вокзалі, потяг чекаю. Біля мене краля файна пробігає. Задивись на неї, запала у душу. Де її тепер шукать, я дізнатися мушу. Купе заходжу, не вірю очам. Та краля чарівна сидить саме там. Це не збіг, повірте, це доля така. Де мої тенета, дівчина струнка. Тебе не відпущу, не зійдеш крючка. Попалась мої тенета, дівчина п'янка. Будем же з тобою, як зійде зоря. Впевнений, що скажеш, я навік твоя.
Ronaldinho. Neymar. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Somewhat off target.
До тебе би підходив і кажу привіт. А самого під ногами провалився світ. Тут є моє місце, наше це купе. Скажу ще по правді, кохаю тебе. Дівчина сміється, який запальний. Ти такий сміливий, що зовсім дурний. Поки будем їхать, подумаю я. Чи мені виходити, чи буде
Can they
сім'я.
get him away?
Тебе не відпущу, не зійдеш крючка. Попалась мої тенета, дівчина п'янка. Будем же з тобою, як зійде зоря.
Matches Cunha.
Впевнений, що
always giving defenders headaches. Refuses to take the pace. Neymar. Looking for options, for movement. Ronaldinho set it in a wide position. Nice interception, well timed.
Живемо ми досі,
Totti.
коли тебе бачу, душа знов горить. І в спеку, і в дощі,
sharp
такі
little ball
при
here.
морозі. Тебе не відпустив,
Say
не
that was an
зійшла з
exemplary
крючка,
tackle.
попалась
Stopped him
твоя
dead in his
тенета,
tracks.
дівчина п'янка. З тобою ми завжди, як сходить
What's
зоря.
Coutinho?
Мені ти сказала навіки
Boxing off it and wins back the ball.
Тебе не відпущу, не
Minutes till half time.
крючка, попалась твоя
Come to nothing.
дівчина п'янка. Будем
On with Payeer. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's picked out the run. And that is expertly dealt with. And we have our very first quarter. Getting up there! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Прийшов кум до куми, та й на свіжі пироги. Чоловік десь за буром, добре їм разом. Кумонько, лишай пекти, та до мене швидше йди.
Payeer Evan.
Постіль розстеляй, голенька
for the run.
лягай. Оця байка про кохання, кум-кум
And the counter is on.
трясся
Let's Figo.
була щаслива.
Facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Neymar. Shot could be on. He's onside. Loose ball now. There's a chase on to retrieve it. Albert Payeer defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
Not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There was just too many bodies.
And he shoots. Oh, he's given that plenty. But no.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often you'll find that
Zanetti does really well to win the ball there. So what can they make of this? Deception is positioning was spot on. He is slightly undercooked that one.
clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Stoichkov. And here's Figo. Oh, that is a smashing piece of defending from him. The referee has signalled for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They might have punched each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
Well, this would have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that would bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break.
Будь здоровий, куме мій, не біжи трішки постій, хай тебе я поцілую, своїм тілом причарую,
To get things going
забігай
again.
обов'язково, я
Palermo
буду
have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
про кохання, кум-куму трясся до рання,
Neymar
щоб була
tries to pass it through. Oh, he's found support out wide.
вродлива.
That's good play. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No through this time. Albert Payeer. Cannavaro. Matches Cunha is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And this is Neymar. It's played through for him. And this is Ronaldinho. And the finish! Totti. Pele.
Мені
disappointed with that.
легко і спокійно.
коли лежу в твоїх обіймах, коли
good
твій
read. He read that
подих
really well and stopped it.
відчуваю, шепчу на
Pele
вушко я
looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter.
коли
That
так просто і безгрішно.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ти
Figo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get it through? He is through here. Oh, shooting chance! And there's a goal. They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that. So we have the first goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Serginho going face to face with his great rival. Now it's Figo. Threads one in. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's intervened well there.
Коли з тобою я
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
мені так легко і спокійно. Жар твого тіла в міст кидає, нас ніч з тобою
Good running with the ball. The pass is intercepted. Now it's Stoichkov.
подарує ніжність ласку, тепло і пристрасть, гарну казку.
Played into the box.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
That's a little off target. Albert Ferrer. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Totti. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Xabi Alonso. Big chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Loose now, and they want to get it back.
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
We expected better, and so did he. Can he get on the end of this? Figo receives him in a wide position. And it's Zanetti. Well, this could be it. Something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. Payeer, Emery. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Mbappe.
Там під небом біля хмар ти була така
Zanetti.
тендітна.
Oh,
Я
that's a key
тебе
interception.
намалював
Mbappe.
лиш туманом в чистім полі, теплим весняним дощем у гаю,
And
де
that is
сплять
that.
тополі.
So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it.
Ти була
Neither was able
така
to add to the scoreline in the end.
очі лиш були
How do
сумені.
you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it wasn't a great game, Peter, not by any stretch. Both sides looked pretty laboured in the first half. A slight improvement in the second, I must admit. But just one significant moment, that's what it's all about.
Коли тихо
Many
світять
thanks to Jim,
зорі.
and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Тебе росою на
picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Коли я дивлюся на тебе, нічого іншого не треба.
So it's away we go then.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's
Oh, good effort! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Villa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Zanetti can get it clear. Messi wants to run onto this. It's gone for a throw-in.
Життя він забирає частку. Умить таку завжди радію. Про це сказати я
And he
не
was alert to
смію.
it.
Зозуля
That's well
роки
seen too.
намкує. Спасибі, що ти в мене є.
Zaire Emery going forward. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's their second corner of the game.
Я пам'ятаю поцілунок.
Defending of the desperate variety. He's
Літню
going for
теплу
goal!
гарну ніч.
No, not quite.
It's certainly a bold attempt. There's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Горіли
It's
в
beyond the
небі
defence.
сотні світ.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Тобі сказав моя єдина, до віку будеш лиш повір. Ти засміялась, мов дитина, я пам'ятаю до
gone
цих
all the way through to the keeper.
пір. Твій погляд серденько
That's a cute ball.
хвилює, він
That passes
вабить,
the best.
пестить і чарує, затягує немов у
Schneider.
пастку. Життя він
Caceres
забирає
deals with that
частку.
comfortably.
Умить
Been a pretty
таку
high octane
завжди
start, at
радію.
least from one side's perspective. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Zaire Emery, so third corner of the game.
Твій погляд серденько хвилює,
That should get the
він
job done.
вабить, пестить і чарує, затягує
Pelé.
немов у пастку.
Barcelona are
Життя
looking
він
to go forward now.
забирає частку. Умить таку
Pelé
завжди
is flagged
радію.
offside.
Про це сказати я не смію. Зозуля роки намкує. Спасибі, що ти в мене є.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? David Villa is onto this. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Now it's Villa. Great vision. Oh, well measured. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Maldini is there and he can pick it up. So look up and delivers. It's a goal kick. One director
Батьки не смерди, мене бедлота не прокаже ні ми. Не будуть сіла шкуру нашу дерти у камері холодної підземної тюрми. Ми не скоти, не сепаратисти, ми не паршиві вівці, не вовки. Зубами будем землю мерзлу ристи, за волю мир, бо ми є козаки.
To make the challenge.
Козаки,
Can he get on the end of this?
козацький дух,
Any actual to this?
не здоланий. Козацький грати, усіх не всіх врагов. Порви кайдани, ворожої рани. Покропи свою кров'ю, як писав Тарас.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Шкідерний шлях до перемоги, і кожен раз історія нова. Без перепони хай будуть усі дороги, та допоможуть істині ті кобзаря слова. Шкідерний шлях до перемоги, і кожен раз історія нова. Без перепони хай будуть усі дороги, та допоможуть істині ті кобзаря
That was a really
слова.
good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required.
Козацький дух міцний не здоланий. Він клітки грати, усіх не всіх враз. Порви кайдани з ворожої рани. Окропить свою кров'ю, як писав Тарас.
With that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts.
Козацький дух міцний не
Quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Він клітки грати, усіх не всіх
It's
враз.
loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Порви кайдани з ворожої рани.
Apologetically persistent, it's almost
Свою
bursting.
кров'ю, як писав Тарас.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great ball here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Perez. Neymar. Just heading to the middle. Xabi Alonso wins the duel this time. No way through. Oh, good-looking ball. Tries to pass it through. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing fast.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. We're already back up and running after half-time. David Villa is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Lampard is wide and looking to get onto this. Barcelona have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chase the ball in numbers and they can keep it up late into a game too. This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Pele. Oh, good spread. Payeer Emery. Pele. Van Dijk is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. De Gea sends that a long way. And he was quick to react. Nicely weighted ball. No, that's been intercepted. Caceres tries to play it through. one in. De Gea raised it without any fuss. Chance here to counter. Stood up well to him there. Xavi Alonso. David Villa is onto it in a flash. Pepe calmly anticipates, knocks it into space, and he's straight offside.
Наш народ вам не здолати, він по духу вільний. Ваш царьок у це не вірить, хуйло безнадійний. Скоро скрізь замайорять барви жовто-сині. Залунає по всім світі слава Україні. Ой, ви орки, москалі, великі і малі, ви у себе там сидіть, в Україну вже не йдіть. Ви всі хочете рублей, а візьмете пиздюлей, знищим вашу синергій, зробим гарний перегній.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11,
So we have movement on both benches.
numero 23, numero 24, Xavi Alonso. Lasciano il campo per il numero 80.
And he's had it nicked away. And there's green grass. Neymar! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Decent chance! And that's it! Two up now, and they are cruising. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, that's too good.
Barcelona go up by 2 and are looking good.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Ти моя радість, сонце і надія. Тебе кохаю і буду
Probing pass.
кохати.
No, that was never going to make it.
Моє ти щастя
McAllister.
і таємна мрія. Я знаю,
Lee Kang in.
ти почуєш кожне
Succumbs to the
слово.
pressure. Caceres has given away a free kick.
Почуєш,
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
зрозумієш. Прийдеш до мене, я пригорну знову. Теплом кохання душу ти
Oh, that's well spotted.
зігрієш.
Bigo carries the ball down the right. Looking for the run. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Payeer Emery. Danny Olmo. Oh, he's found support out wide. Bigo receives him in a wide position. Corner number 4 coming up here. after
Я
that.
бачив сон,
Encouraged the
ти
pass with
була
an intelligent run,
така
but the pass
красива,
just lacked pace.
чарівна. Гуляла зрання у гаю.
Nothing wrong with that
Я
tackle.
був
All
неначе
won
у
cleanly.
раю. Я підійшов і обійняв. Твій запах мене чарував. Твоє тепло
Now he's
відчув
off and running.
гаряче. Як казка то було неначе.
And here's Ronaldinho.
Твої
Ronaldinho
уста
is
то
fouled.
смак медовий. П'янкий дурман, нектар чудовий. Мене
Seafood with a real chance here.
красою. Я вмився ранньою росою. Відчув я
Perfect chance to get one back.
твій. Попав у світ весняних мрій. Раптом проснувся, сон то був. До ранку більше не заснув. З тобою завжди хочу
They're up to
бути.
5
Твій
corners now.
голос лиш постійно чути. І прийде час, настане днина. Тебе
Lovely.
називає дружина. Твої
Yes, it's
уста
an own
то
goal.
смак медовий.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
We saw that coming. It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Can he get it through? There to retrieve it. Looking to play him in.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Palermo really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward, give themselves a chance to draw level.
The assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That's been won straight back, and he's forced to go back. Well, that looks a decent ball. Figo, and he's and the finish!
That's just playing it safe and simple. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Vinicius Junior. Shot a goal! And it's in! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Ракетами все обстріляла, а Україна їх зовсім не мала. Та сталося диво, прийшла ідея.
Barcelona,
Зробить ракету з меча.
and that is that.
Летить від нас така
In the end, then, no joy.
неначе птаха
Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day.
рожевий фламінго.
Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Удар, вогонь, дух замирає. Росія в паніці, все палає. Не вірять, що фламінго наш. Пропагандонський трясе колаж. Знову готові летять фламінго. Горять заводи, НПЗ, бінго. Пробила птаха там не одну крилу.
those who have joined us all here on a beautiful clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, it's Jim Begley.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
It's little surprise, Peter, that this fella Tonali gets compared to some real legends of the game. The style of...
It's Ronaldinho against the crossbar. Not a bad try by any means.
Was he a little smarter than Peter than he needed to be? I'm not sure he needed to cut it as fine as he did. He had enough of the goal to aim at.
на столі стояла,
He's going for goal.
ти як мавка лісна казкова, серце моє причарувала, плив по місту той запах бузьковий, ти для мене у світі єдина, наче сон кольоровий казковий,
Oh, terrible
як
pass.
та файна червона калина, одинока гіллячка
What a
бускова.
start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Скільки років пробігло без
It's run loose.
тебе,
Who's going to get there?
ти для мене нектар медовий, наче зірка та ясна із неба, плив по місту той запах бузьковий, ти для мене
Nice
у
looking ball.
світі єдина,
He won't be happy with that one.
сон кольоровий
Still ball towards the other
казковий,
flank.
як та файна червона
It's been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Great defending, strong and determined.
одинока гіллячка бускова,
Pass somewhat off target.
ми з тобою
pass it through.
живемо
Did to be
в
well there.
коханні,
Garcia.
ти немов би роса ранкова,
And it's Dembele. Foot in.
як
Alonso.
туман той п'янкий на
Zanetti.
світанні,
Oh, super ball.
плив по місту
Villa
той
finds himself
запах
offside.
бузьковий, ти для мене у світі єдина, наче сон кольоровий казковий,
Smartly reclaimed.
як та
it in
файна
low.
червона калина.
Change to the score. 0-0 it remains. And that pass just didn't quite work. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He is through here. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Завоювати вільний рід, на тлі злої лихої днини, так вирішив
Danny Olmo
дід.
going face to face with his great rival. place where few can.
знов засяють, і люди мирно
Pass isn't the best.
житимуть. Війська так
play
і
or a throw?
відбивають, ой,
Not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And he was alert to it.
Сюди приходити не треба, москаль, ти знай про
Done it.
це.
Well timed, excellent interception.
Українці козаки,
That'll be a throw-in.
на всі роки.
Danny Olmo tries to play it through. Nicely intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's straight offside.
Із лісу додому, по полі я йшов,
Zanetti.
побачив тебе,
Threads one in.
мене ти
Oh, that's
закохала.
fabulous.
Ти наче волошка,
McAllister.
моя ти
Oh,
любов.
that was never going to make
Ти
it.
душу хлопчини безжально так вкрала. Ти наче волошка,
Makes his way through.
моя ти любов.
It's McAllister.
Ти душу хлопчини
And for the first half,
безжально так
that is
вкрала.
that. It was
Волошка
a half of could haves and should haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Look back on the first 45 minutes.
It's a bit disappointing the way they didn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high octane start. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and
Мені
intent
посміхнула,
and start the second half in a similar
махнула
manner. They have to
мені.
keep believing.
Так вабили
So at
очі
the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Це було насправді
And we are back underway.
не у вісні.
Ukraine have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Я втратив вже зовсім
Payeer,
свій
Emery.
розум і спокій.
His positioning was spot on.
Волошка польова,
Great vision.
ти мавка чарівна.
This chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Мої ночі, про тебе мрію я.
Can he get on the end of this?
Мене ти одна,
Towards the back stick.
без тебе жити
Robertson
більше
tries to
вже
clear.
не хочу. До тебе підбіг,
That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Zaire Emery.
та стала росою в
McAllister is
руках
always looking to
моїх
break
тіл.
lines.
Тебе кожен день знов буду виглядати.
Nicely weighted ball.
Досягну, повір, я
That's a simple one for the
своєї
keeper.
мети. Тебе кожен день знов буду виглядати. Досягну, повір,
Ball is
я
still either
своєї
side, really getting onto the front foot. Now it's Pele. That is expertly dealt with.
Волошка
It's their
польова,
second corner of the
ти
game.
мавка чарівна, без тебе вже
And he's there to
не
clear it.
милі мені ночі. Про
Borussia
тебе
Dortmund
думаю,
are looking to go forward
для
now.
мене ти одна, без тебе жити
clearance.
більше я не хочу.
It's Olmo.
Волошка
Had
польова,
it taken off him.
ти мавка
Some space
чарівна,
here.
без
Oh, well played, well sorted out. You're tidily. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That has been cut short.
ти одна, без тебе жити
Shevchenko.
більше я
He's found a way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a cute ball.
Тіла ракета землю вдарив град, ніч юрбою хлопці у військомат. А тепер на фронті б'ють же ворогів за рідною землю, за дітей, батьків. І їх не злякає путінська орда. Ворог помре кожен, як прийде сюди. Москалям не пити українську кров. Та і відсічі гроби їдуть у Ростов. Воїни світла, воїни АТО, стали вже на захист, не пройде ніхто. Воїни АТО, воїни світла, сила України, міць наша елітна.
That
краще за усіх. Ворога стріляти це ж воєнний гріх. Волю захищають на відсотків 100. Наші мужні і сильні воїни АТО. Тактику військову на відмінно знають. Час від часу терориста свинцем пригощають. Щоб не показати своє вміння в дії. Просять сепаратів їхать до Росії. Воїни світла, воїни АТО. Стали вже на захист, не пройде ніхто. Воїни АТО, воїни світла. Сила України, міць наша елітна. Повномасштабка йде по всій країні. ЗСУ боронять її і донині. Нищать клятих орків разом з МК. Ті борги безстрашні наші ЗСУ. Перемога буде однозначно наша. Стане на коліна, ляже клята раша. ЗСУ вже нищать їхні НПЗ. Відповідь триматиме москаль за усе. Воїни світла наші, ЗСУ нищать окупанта, ложать у траву. ЗСУ то сила, ЗСУ броня. Пропаде проклята руська москальня. Воїни світла, воїни АТО. Стали вже на захист, не пройде ніхто. Воїни АТО, воїни світла. Сила України, міць наша елітна. Воїни світла, наші ЗСУ. Нищать окупанта, ложать у траву. ЗСУ то сила, ЗСУ броня. Пропаде проклята руська москальня. Воїни світла наші, ЗСУ нищать окупанта, ложать у траву. ЗСУ то сила, ЗСУ броня. Пропаде проклята руська москальня.
Substitution.
Time in for the first substitution of the game.
Цілі десь шукає, реактивні на них дрони точно
Sharp little ball here.
запускає. В Криму плавали пароми, логістикували, та наш барсик гладіатор їх і там достали. Оба нас заєві слав'яні на дні, будуть жити в його трюмах морські окуні. Заєві обана, не втопили цього разу.
The keeper has reacted superbly there. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Split to the right. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. It's a pretty loose pass. And they've got a throw. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Villa. He's got away. And that is well cleared. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Тебе чекаю, я, ти знай.
Alonso. Now it's Pele. David Villa. Pele. And this is... And the shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a
Згадай
matter
мене
of
ти навесні, під спів птахів, під сонця ласку. Згадай ти